Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and we can get floor mats, placemats, drying mats, cutting mats, pressing mats, even little mug mats. There are so many different mats, but did you know you can get a mat for your sewing machine? All mats have a purpose, whether it be for comfort, for protection, or just for drying. Sewing machine mats are the same way. And here's an example of sewing machine mats or serger mats. The only difference is the size. You can get a smaller one for your smaller machines like your serger, overlock, or even the little featherweights. The larger one gives you a good surface for the newer, larger machines. The large mat is 24 inches by 16 inches, and the smaller mat is a 16-inch square. And they both work the same way. The mats are thick at 1/4 inch, and both sides have a texture, and this prevents the mat from sliding. It's a very dense foam, and the foam is designed so that it doesn't slip. When this goes on the surface, it doesn't move, so anything sitting on it is not going to move. This is great because it will protect the surface that you're sewing on. So if you're sewing on a dining room table or a table that you want to keep in good shape, this is going to be a good thick protection. They have beveled edges, so it's going to be very smooth, but it's not so beveled that you can't get your hand underneath to pick it up and move it to where it needs to go. And having a mat that's nice and thick works as an absorbent. What it does is absorbs the vibration from the sewing machine. We don't notice the vibration because we're accustomed to it, but the machine does move. The mat is designed with all of these little dimples, and the dimples work to absorb that vibration, but they also work as a sound insulation. Just like a sound room, the little dimples absorb the sound, so the sewing machine is actually quieter. With that surface being nice and thick and padded, if you have a tendency to sew with your arms up, this is a lot softer on the arm than a hard counter. With your machine sitting in towards the center, the outside and the larger part is going to help with that vibration and the sound. If the mat is very small, there's no area for the noise and the vibration to be absorbed. So it's nice to have your sewing machine sitting somewhere in the center, but still having it close enough to your surface to be comfortable. Let's see this mat in action. My sewing machine is sitting on a very secure surface, and I have a glass of water on the sewing machine, and as I run the sewing machine, the water will show you the vibrations. The more secure your table is, the less vibration you're going to have, but you still will have some vibration. And you can see with the mat and the machine running, you do get less vibration because the mat has absorbed some of the vibration. For the sound, all machines are going to sound somewhat different. Some are louder and some are more quiet. And here's a comparison of my machine without the mat and now with the mat. These mats will work for any type of sewing machine. Your sergers, sewing machines, overlocks, and even the little featherweights. They're also great in the kitchen. If you have an appliance that has a tendency to walk on the counter as you're using it, or it's very loud, this is a good cushioning for it. And it's very easy just to put this in the sink afterwards and wash it. Not only does it look good, it's very functional for both my sewing machine and my serger. You can pick these up in most large fabric stores and a lot of quilting stores. I'll put a link in the description so you can check them out. Thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, come on back. Let's see what we're sewing next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.